Reports of Lonzo Ball's most recent operation quickly revealed the gravity of his condition. ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski wrote at the time that there are concerns about Ball's ability to resume his career. The fact that the Bulls haven't been the same without him adds to the overall hardship of missing so much time for the 26-year-old. What is the latest on Lonzo Ball's injury? Lonzo Ball, a guard for the Chicago Bulls, is still recovering from knee surgery that he underwent in March. He says that his main goal is to remain optimistic. He stated, "I think that's the first part." During a 123-115 loss to the Sacramento Kings on NBC Sports Chicago, ensuring that your thoughts remain focused and ensuring that your body adheres to that. I have been approaching things day by day and just giving myself the best opportunity to return. I think the primary thing that motivates me is realizing that my main objective is to return to play. It's going to get worse the more you sulk. Remain upbeat, focus on your work, and never give up. Ball hasn't played in the NBA since January 2022 because of ongoing knee issues. In August, he noted on Trae Young's From the Point podcast, "It's going to be a big what if for me. I feel horrible for the general managers because I think they put in the best team around me, and I thought that was the most I've ever participated in an organization. I finally got the perfect team that I felt like could fit my game and play my way. When Ball comes back, Chicago's roster might be very different. The team's long-term prospects are further worsened by Zach LaVine's upcoming foot surgery and the free agency status of DeMar DeRozan." Ball hinted that the Bulls' competitive window might have already ended in his chat with Young. How was the career of Lonzo Ball destroyed? The Chicago Bulls' point guard, Lonzo Ball, has sustained some irreversible damage to his knee. Lonzo Ball's poor health has far deeper root reasons than what meets the naked eye. Throughout the 12 months leading up to the 2017 draft, the UCLA guard was the talk of the sports world. He made it clear that he wanted to play in the NBA for himself and his family. In 2016, Lonzo was a senior at Chino Hills High School and quickly became the best in the nation. Together with his two brothers, LaMelo and LiAngelo, he would help guide Chino Hills to one of the greatest seasons ever, which included an incredible 35-0 run. Before the Los Angeles Lakers, his home team, selected Lonzo Ball with the second overall choice, he garnered a lot of attention. He would play alongside the legendary LeBron James there and learn what it takes to be great. Ball's unusual game made everyone realize how versatile he might be, thus they all had high expectations from him. Lonzo Ball was most drawn to his father's pranks, whereas his father, LeVar Ball, would predict that he would become a legendary basketball player. They decided to start their own family business, Big Baller Brand, as a result of their success. The family actively pushed the products for months, and it's most likely that they wore Big Baller Brand clothing whenever they made an appearance on television. Months of build-up would see Lonzo Ball reveal his first pair of signature shoes, the ZO2. Ball, who hasn't even made an NBA appearance, would like fans to shell out an astounding $495 for these sneakers. Ball's shoe-related injuries were not publicly disclosed. Later in the 2019 summer, Lonzo Ball would acknowledge that his renowned Big Baller Brand sneakers were shredding and that he had to replace them every basketball quarter. He would claim that they were produced too quickly and give his management the order to move him to Nike since he would take no more of the hardship. During his rookie season with the Los Angeles Lakers, he would perform notably worse on the court when wearing the sneakers than when he wore other brands. The Lakers would even ask him about his shoes in early March 2019, inquiring as to if they were causing any problems with his ankles. Lonzo Ball would brush this off, claiming he felt at ease playing in them. He would be lying, and the fact that it was his own trademark sneaker served as motivation to perhaps endanger his career by suffering injuries. With his playmaking and shooting still being among the best, he is still a viable point guard. Due to knee damage that even doctors had never seen before, Lonzo Ball had recently made headlines. He will likely need a third straight left knee surgery, which might keep him out of the game until the 2025 season. Ball's career may be able to be revived by this cartilage transplant technique, according to the specialists. Given that he has missed almost 40% of the games in his career thus far, his health is always the issue. His father, LeVar Ball, wanted to give his son every advantage over his rivals. Despite being a successful basketball prodigy at the age of 4, his lifelong history of ailments may be a result of his commitment to training under his father. Lonzo's legs finally got a ton of miles from LeVar's rigorous training routine, which he insisted his children follow religiously. What do we know about the rise of the Ball brothers? Ball is currently one of the most popular names in all of basketball. The Ball brothers are rising to prominence in basketball, and they have already taken over the NBA. Years after they swept the social media world off their feet, what's happening with each of them? One of the NBA's most promising point guards right now is Lonzo Ball. Coming out of college, Lonzo was highly anticipated, but he didn't live up to the original buzz. Lonzo went second overall in the draft, joining the Los Angeles Lakers, and had a very difficult first season despite all the criticism from the Big Baller Brand. the Lakers opted to part ways with Lonzo after a few turbulent years with the team and other problems off the court. Lonzo was sent in a blockbuster trade to New Orleans in exchange for Anthony Davis. After moving to New Orleans, Lonzo focused on improving his broken jump shot and began to grow as a basketball player. Since being traded away, he has made significant progress. After joining the Pelicans a few years ago, Lonzo has significantly aided the team's advancement. This past 2020-21 season, Lonzo averaged about 15 points per game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. Lonzo may receive a sizable contract offer during this free agency period, given his remarkable development over the previous campaign. Lonzo is expected to have a breakthrough season for whichever team signs him next, regardless of where his injuries end up. Even if he decides to stay in New Orleans, their incredible young core has the potential to be a great team the next season and make a serious playoff run. LaMelo Ball is arguably the greatest Ball brother. LaMelo was the youngest sibling, thus he felt a lot of pressure to live up to expectations. LaMelo had an unusual journey to the NBA, and many observers weren't certain he had what it took to succeed in the league when he was selected 3rd overall by the Charlotte Hornets. After his NBA rookie season, though, LaMelo disapproved everyone. LaMelo accomplished a lot in his first season. LaMelo disproved everyone and showed that he has a bright future in the NBA by becoming the youngest player in NBA history to achieve a triple-double, winning Rookie of the Year, and even earning a position on the All-Rookie team. LaMelo, who plays for the Charlotte Hornets right now, is surrounded by a lot of talented players. LaMelo will undoubtedly succeed over the next few years with Charlotte's fantastic young core, and he may even develop into one of the best point guards in the NBA. LiAngelo Ball, the middle Ball brother, is also becoming more popular. LiAngelo, who is frequently called the Lost Ball brother, is still working to get his name added to the NBA roster. LiAngelo is still looking for an NBA franchise, having tried out for the Detroit Pistons and the Oklahoma City Blue, the Thunder's G League affiliate. Like LaMelo, LiAngelo's basketball career has taken an unusual route. LiAngelo was a much anticipated prospect coming into UCLA after dominating at Chino Hills and breaking several California records. That being said, LiAngelo's NCAA career ended following the China incident. Is it really possible to discuss the Ball brothers without bringing up LeVar Ball? LeVar is largely to blame for his son's current great basketball success. In the end, the loudmouth father who thought he could defeat Michael Jordan was the last to laugh. Although the Ball brothers saw LeVar's large mouth and ego as a drawback, in the end it worked in their favor. LeVar can now kick back and concentrate on growing his big baller brand empire as his boys continue to rule the NBA and develop into future superstars. He has only one son left to reach the NBA. How do you feel about Lonzo Ball's injury? Do you believe that he can lead his club to the championship and mount a formidable comeback this season? Do share your thoughts on this in the comment section. For more interesting stories and updates, subscribe to our channel and do not forget to press the bell icon for notifications. Goodbye.